Hello, welcome back to my Jay Bird. Welcome back to the blindfold blitz games. This is game 15, and this one's called King's Crown Bishop's Night Ride. Let's check it out. And I have the black pieces, and we start off with e4, e5, h5. Now here, he might have blundered a little bit. He could have got a pawn and maybe more out of it, but I went f6. He could have threw a check. And I think, it's 3-minute blitz, but, you've got to be paying attention to the whole thing. He's probably, I don't know what he's trying to do, but he had his chance and he blew it. f3, d6, d3, g4, g3, e6, e3, d7, c3, and e7. And there it is. King's Crown, Bishop's Night Ride. Just like the last video when the queen is on top of the king like this, it's the King's Crown. And take notice, they're still under the steps too. But this is what this one's called here. Let's go on here. f3, h6, d5, d5 takes, d5 takes, g5, g4, castle, castles, b8, e2, c8, g2, g7, f3, d5, d2, f4, f1. He defends that. He didn't want to take it because I don't think he wanted me to push either side of these pawns up to build the more structure. That's what. g2 I take. He takes g2, c5, a5, b6, e1, a5, a4, a7, f1, b8, d2, b7, h3. That's looking pretty snug. b8, because his king castle on this side. That's why I moved the king to double up the rooks and push and push. f1, because he's not attacking, he's just staying in the back here. b5, b3, a4, a4 takes, b6, a5, take a4, h5, e4, e4 takes, rook b1, d2, check c3, and he just falls apart because he didn't push his pieces up through. Now he could have took, but I had the knight there, but I think he was still afraid to open up more, but he moved e2, d1, d1 takes, check b1, e2, e1, f3, f6, check, g2, takey. I went back and made sure I got that out of the way before continuing on. Don't want it to come back and haunt me. h3, e2, g3, check and mate. Now, I don't understand. He just seemed to hold on the whole time. I don't know why. It would go back to here. And I moved here. He could have took the pawn check. And then my best move probably would have been the bishop, because it can't move this pawn. I'll lose that one too. I mean, I saw guys do that, and they come rip you apart because one wrong move, and that's it. But he moved back, and the game went on. I mean, he seemed to have been doing fine. He moved them pieces out there, okay. He comes in, I take, he takes, I move up. He goes, I castle, he castles. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6 pieces, 3 pawns, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're even here. Game goes on. How's this go? Okay, what? I take a pawn. I go up a pawn. I move in. So I'm up one pawn basically. Okay, the game goes on here. He's not coming up with a strategy. As soon as I move that king, that I already had this in mind. I saw, that's it. I'm lining these rooks over here and I'm going to do it. And that's what I was going to do. And he should have figured out some kind of tack. And he wasn't. He could have put his knight here. He wasn't thinking of anything. And the game goes on. He was just waiting to see what I would do, and it all falls down from here on out. That's 3-minute blitz. So, you know, that's the game. Okay, thanks for stopping by.